Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're tackling a topic what can make or break your freelance or consulting business: pricing. Yep, the million-dollar questions, in some cases literally. Whether you're a coder, designer, consultant, or something in between, figuring out how much to charge can feel like wild guesswork. But it doesn't have to be. Stick around and I'll walk you through the steps I use to set rates that feel fair, profitable, and competitive. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear strategy to price your freelance or consulting services without underselling yourself, and hopefully without scaring clients away. Raise your hand if you ever felt anxious about charging too much or worried you're not worth it. Yep, been there, done that, you're not alone. The first shift stops quoting your worth to the hours you spend. Clients pay for results and expertise, not just your clock time. I remember my first freelance gig. I quoted an hourly rate that was borderline comical. I thought, who'd pay more for me? Then I realized the outcome I delivered saved the client thousands. That was literally like the eye-opener. So let's see what the common pricing models are. We have hourly rate. You charge per hour worked, and it's straightforward to track, good for smaller or unpredictable tasks. Problems ties earnings to time, not value, can penalize efficiency if you work faster. Then we have project-based or fixed fee. You basically quote the total cost for the entire scope, for example, building a website. It encourages efficiency, clear expectation for you and the client, but the scope clear can eat into profits if you're not careful with boundaries. Next, we have retainer. A client pays a monthly fee for a set number of hours or deliverables. You have predictable income and ongoing relationship, but it requires consistent workload planning. If you underestimate, you might be overworked. We also have value-based pricing, so it's setting a price based on the outcome or value to the client. It has potential for higher earnings if you deliver big results, but it requires strong understanding of clients' REO and a willingness to negotiate from that perspective. What do I recommend? Try mixing, start with a project-based baseline, then factor in the value you bring. If you have steady work with a client, consider a retainer. The model can evolve as your relationships grow. So how to determine your baseline rate? Before setting any rate, know your cost of living, business expenses, and target profit. This gives you a baseline. If you're a full-time freelancer, remember about taxes, health insurance, software subscription, and so on. Also check what others in your niche or region charge. Websites like Glassdoor, Upwork, or LinkedIn can give you a ballpark figures. Don't just copy-paste, but understand the range. If you specialize, like a DevOps engineer with some AWS wizardry, your rate should reflect that niche expertise as well. Don't be shy about charging about the average if you truly bring above average results. Clients usually prefer paying more for a proven expert than less for like guesswork. One of the biggest income killers is a scope creep. Uh, it's when clients keep adding feature or task without extra pay. So set clear boundaries upfront. You can include a clause in your contract. Any additional features outside the agreed scope will cost you extra. It's first to you and clarifies expectations for the client. If a client says your rate is too high, ask which part of the scope can we remove to fit your budget. Show them there's a trade-off. Know your walkaway point. You can't accept every gig if it's going to drain you or pay peanuts. I once had a client who pushed me to do an entire rebrand on top of the agreed web design at no extra cost. I politely reminded them of our scope, offered a separate quote, and guess what? They agreed to the add-on. If you don't value your time, no one else will. Let's do a quick example. Suppose you are a marketing campaign can boost a client revenue by £100,000. Charging them £1,000 or even £10,000 might be a steal from their perspective, provided you can deliver the results. Value-based pricing can be a risk if the result depends on many variables outside your control. So either ensure you have the tools and track record to deliver, or set a partial payment structures that align with the milestones. Value-based can lead to bigger payouts, but requires deep conversation with the client about ROI and expectations. It's not for every project, but it's worth exploring for high-stakes work. So, how to price your first project? List your monthly business and living expenses, then add the savings or profit margin you want, then research typical rates for your skill level, decide on a pricing model, so hourly, project based, or both, and finally draft a basic contract with scope details and extra cost clauses. Now pause this video, do the steps, and let me know in the comments what you come up with. Even if it's like a rough figure, it's better than guessing aimlessly. Many freelancers undervalue themselves because of the imposter syndrome. So remember, you bring unique experiences, talent, and solutions to your client, and you are solving their problems. Quality clients often associate higher prices with higher expertise. So if you lowball, you risk being seen as cheap or inexperienced. It's counterintuitive, but unfortunately it's true. When I finally doubled my rate after realizing I was way too cheap, I started attracting better clients who respected my work more. Funny how that happens, but that's true. Actually, from my experience, the most problematic clients are the ones who want the biggest discounts. Pricing is part art, part science. Start somewhere, then adapt as you gain experience and confidence. Be ready to fine-tune along the way. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. Drop a comment about your biggest pricing challenge. I would really love to see how other freelancers handle it. And now just go out there and get paid what you deserve. See you guys in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking. Hey everyone. Hey.